Today we are going to be focusing a lot on intrinsic motivation, as well as I'm going to ask all of you like what habits you're working on. We're going to go over a 90-year human lifespan, like a visual. There's a really cool website that I'm going to introduce to all of you that illustrates why prioritizing is important, as well as time management and all of the executive functioning skills that go along with that. And then the main piece is actually going to be the three coaches sharing some very valuable practical skills with all of you. So definitely please pay attention to that on the second portion of today's session, especially around very good study habits that they utilize in order to be successful college students, and what helped them in high school as well. So what is intrinsic motivation and why it matters? All right, so like I mentioned, we are all, for the most part, both extrinsically and intrinsically motivated. We are on, we are someplace on both spectrums. And so, we can't only be extrinsically motivated. We can't only be intrinsically. That's not possible, just being human. I mean, it is possible, but most likely you fall into both. So understanding, again, what gets you motivated is super important. And then how are you motivated? So what about the things is important to you? How are you motivated? Knowing what gets you motivated, these are all connected. And so depending on what circumstances arise and what situation you're in, it'll be interesting to reflect on the different ways in which, in these situations, I'm extrinsically motivated. In these situations, I'm more intrinsically motivated. So a 90-year human life in months. To see that life is possible to be conceptualized in this big little box, for me, like in my 30s, I'm like, whoa, like I really need to manage my time wisely, use my time effectively, because even though life feels long and it can be challenging at times, it is quite short in many ways. So bottom line, you get what you put in. So however you spend your time, that's what it is. You can't go back. There is no time travel yet. So the more time and effort you put into finding the study skills that work for you, turn those skills into strong daily, weekly habits and routines, and really practicing them, you will find success. So we have a few minutes left only. So prep for next class. Again, do this because it's good for you. This isn't a graded class, but everything that we're sharing is to help you. So help yourself, help yourself, right? So next week, we're going to talk about some stress management, personal wellness, well-being. So I would challenge all of you to find 2 to 3 adults, or at least even one if you really can't find the time, and ask them in casual conversation, or even if some of you like the interviewing process, that's fine too. But what are 3 ways that these adults who, live pretty full lives at this point, how do they engage in stress management and self-care?